Right, so today we're looking at the sine rule. It's the first, so there's actually 5 things you can show in this assessment to get 2 of them right, and as long as those 2 are towards the answer, you just haven't randomly picked something that has nothing to do with the question, you will pass. Alright, so achieve is well within your wheelhouse. We want those merits and excellences to help our enforcement, so that's what we're aiming for. So the sine rule is one of those 5 rules, and we're going to learn today to use it to find sides. So we've got the triangle. It's labelled the same way as we were labelling it last period. So A, B, C, little a, little b, little c. Right? And it's a very weird rule because it's one of the only places you'll find in mathematics where we have 2 equal signs on a line. So I know you've all heard only 1 equal sign on a line as being part of your working, but in this case the rule is A over sine A is the same as B over sine B is the same as C over sine C. So what it's saying is that the ratio of the side over the angle, and they are related, will always be the same for whichever pair you pick. Now, when we're working this particular thing out, we need 2 parts of that. So we don't need C. We usually only write it in terms of A and B, but C is part of the formula. So let's have a look. If we've got 3, what's that about, 42, K, 53. All right, we need to use the sine rule, we need 2 angles and 2 sides of which one of them is the side we're trying to find. So we need 2 angles, 2 opposite sides, one we are trying to find. In this case, K. So what we do is we label the triangle A, B, little a, little b. Make sure that they are opposites. All right? They must have that relationship. If you go 42 in that one, you're going to get it wrong. Throw your credits out the window. Next, what you do is you write your formula. So you've got little a over sine A equals little b over sine B. So we don't usually use the C because we'll be renaming the triangle ourselves. But we do need to take the triangle out of whatever picture we're given and label it so that we know what we're doing. Once we've got to here, we're going to substitute. So little a is K, sine A is 53 degrees, little b is 3, sine B is 42. Then we rearrange it so we can put it into our calculator. So that rearrangement means we just have to get rid of this sine 53 on the bottom here. We want to have K equals 3 times sine 53 divided by sine 42 equals. All right, so put it in your calculator. One of these calculates degrees and one radians, so I have to keep jumping between. So 3 times sine divided by sine 42 equals 3.58. And I mean, it would probably be in some sort of unit, so I'm going to add a centimetres there. 3.58 centimetres for two decimal places. No squares, it's not an area, it's a length. Alright? Starts as easy as that. But, just like yesterday when we were doing those other ones, or whatever that was, in these ones you sometimes have to use your thinking hat as well. So I'll do one of those for you today, make you use your thinking hat. We might have it like this. Make it big and wide. Alright, so this time when we label it, we've got A and little a, B and little b, but this is not little b. Alright, went across, it wasn't there. So this is now C, and this is capital C. So remember when we did it the other day, we have to use the area of a triangle adds to 180 to find out what C is. So we can do that in our heads. That's 80, C is 100. Alright, so once we've now got that, we write out our rule. So we're using C's this time. A over sine A equals little c over sine C. A is 8 over sine 45. C is 10 over sine 100. So what does that equal? Hang on. What am I looking for? Okay, we're looking for C. Is C. I'll put everything on there. It's not going to be 10, so that'll be good. We'll find out whether it's even close. So C is equal to 8 times sine 100 over sine 45. Right? 8 and 45 went together, so they have to be over the top of each other. So what does that give me? Please be close to 10. 11.14. Guess that's not too bad. 11.14, whatever the units were, so maybe this time it was meters to 2 BP. Alright, so it's as easy as that, and that's all we're practicing today, is to be able to take it out and figure out what the